Hi, it's Rozz. Welcome to Mint 2, aptly titled Craft Hour. This is a record that I made in between like September 2011 and July 2012. I wrote and produced the majority of it when I was living in Monterey, California, and then when I came back to Cleveland, I added the finishing touches on it. But this is it's raw, it's real, and it's super me. And I haven't dropped something in a minute, so I hope you enjoy it. I'm very proud of this. So without any further ado, Mint 2 Craft Hour. I made this shit back when in like September, October 2011. I'm the best, man. I steps onto the plane. I'm not stuck in the 90s, I just honor it, man. I prominently aim to dominantly bang. Finna cop another 1,000 as soon as I get paid. I got a room in my house full of music equipment. It's hard to pull myself out as soon as I get in it. Unless I'm jotting wisdom underneath an apple tree. Finna start releasing with the Sun Ra mentality. Most prolific producer in Cleveland. Avidly rappers who rapidly need a boost of calories hassle me. To no avail, I come out when it rains, and I creep like a snail over the rockiest terrain. One-man construction crew, constructing a personal lane. Mellow cat yesterday, same person today. Never nervous or expecting the worst, cause everything sooner or later will fall into place. I ain't trying to front it all and I ain't trying to bluff, but you could shower me in props and it still wouldn't be enough. Still coming the roughest, and rappers need a lesson in the fact that there ain't no such thing as rap etiquette. Closet full of fly shit that I don't even buy yet. I refuse to own a single snapback or a Letterman jacket. You don't compare to the racket I'm causing. 50,000 leagues under the ocean and I'm awesome. Awesomer, gossamer. Ross is an officer of his own law, that of the advocation of no law. Self-law with one basic doctrine: if the shit happens to be whacked, back up off it. Like how I used to have a much better output, but ever since I started on relationships I lost it. So all I care about is personal gain in every personal way. That's even if I gotta make you come up off it. Hey, welcome to the Craft Hour. This is the Craft Hour with your host, Rozz, on the knitting needles of steel. A new year got me headed to the bank again. When I lift it up, I'm coming with the strength of 10. When I rip and resonate through the tape cassette, props to the dust switch would've ate the wet. I got a beat that'll break your neck. Shit's real, Ross man don't deal, just place the bets. I'm the ace of base, coming at you with grace, and a volunteer style that you can't replace. I'm a basket case when I'm digging through crates to scrounge up fat loops for the ritual, man. Plus I'm holding on to residuals, man. I'm lackadaisical with a lack of digital bang. I'm the proof that not all shit is hitting the same. I'ma rearrange your thoughts when I get in your brain. Mint 2 coming through, about to rip it again. By the end I will know whether or not if you hit it again. So just tell me what you want, and and I'ma give you everything I'm working with. So just tell me what you want, and I'ma give you everything I'm working with. So just tell me what you want, and I'ma give you everything I'm working with. So just tell me what you want, and I'ma give you everything I'm working with. The money maker hands put money in rubber bands. Dylan loved the Bay like Jay loved Japan. Backpack, back pockets in my denim. 501s are played, so I'm adding 10 to make it 511. Coming live and direct with a cornucopia of mellow shit. Shoutouts to Mr. Brady and Mocha O. But y'all know me though, I'm coming out with my best. I never stress, coming from the middle of the West. 12 years I've been ripping it, man, and got the sky train smelling like an indica strain. I smash hard through the city of rain. Rubber dub, finna chop it up like a King Cubby dub. I got bad attendance, but the jazz is endless. Proficient, prolific producer is mad, demented. With the funky free flow, and I can show you when I set the time machine back to 92, Dukes. So just tell me what you want, and I'ma give you everything I'm working with. So just tell me what you want, and I'ma give you everything I'm working with. So just tell me what you want, and I'ma give you everything I'm working with. So just tell me what you want, and I'ma give you everything I'm working with. And that's pretty much all we have for now. If you tune in next week, I can show you how to pretty much make money out of nothing. It's not quite a large sum of money. However, with the right technique applied, it can be very consistent. Thank you. Yo, I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm rugged like a jackhammer rapper with a knack for knocking out another throwback slapper for your jam box. Tan socks with the man rocks. Brown shoes don't make it, but the rap knocks. Y'all played out like playing Black Ops. I'm in the cruise controlling no cruise in a tofu snack box. Munchin', I'm crunching numbers with my munchin' and my lunch money straight, but can't always keep it 100. 2 bills for the shoes from Norway. I don't wear Pepe, but I co-sign Jorge. A lot of jealous motherfuckers blocking the doorway. D. Ross eating a sorbet, believe that. Pacific Coast where the breeze at, the knees where the bees at. My Shrek's LAX up to SeaTac. Fake rappers call me a mean man, cause I'm so fresh I can wipe my ass with no paper and have a clean hand. Yo, I'm still racking them up. I'm still racking them up. I'm still racking them up. Still racking them up. Still racking them up. Get racked, y'all. I'm still racking them up. I'm still racking them up. I'm still racking them up. Still racking them up. Still racking them up. Get racks, y'all. I'm about to show you why the wait was worth the wait. You know what I'm saying? I got this newsletter for my fan club, and I'm now taking names and addresses to send the newsletter out. Peace to all of you over the years. Dark roast in a cup, y'all, I'm toasting it up. I got a new pep in my step and I'm open to whatever the weather might blow my way. I'm bundled up, stacking bundles in buckets, prison weight, lifting my bundles up. I'm getting down to the up and up, cutting up rugged nuggets of funky stuff to deliver the rough and tough. I'm the suburban myth, I condone urban a spliff and getting wild to the circular disc. I'm still coming hard on the personal journalist tip, but never slacking on my knack for the superfluous shit. Like, I'm about to murder anyone dipping into my vinyl. Mess with the bull, you get the horns, and by that I mean the rhino. On a side note, it's been such a long, strange trip, and most days I'd rather listen to the rain drip on the storm window pane with the same quick hi-hats on the bass kick. You get 8/6. Peace from the west to the east, and later on rest in peace to all of you. Peace from the west to the east, and later on rest in peace to all of you. Peace from the west to the east, and later on rest in peace to all of you. Peace from the west to the east, and later on rest in peace to all of you. I'm kinda like the miracle worker berserker, nurturing the funk back to health with the help of the Wurlitzer. Cartridges dropped on the celluloid curvature, superb with the instrumentals, then I gets to learning ya, burning ya, lighting a fire up under the ass of those who slept and thought they could get away with the sucker pass. I'm in first place, wondering what the fuck is last. I'm a Bronco, up that ass out of bed, get up for class, cause I'm coming like the classiest Professor Nutty, the sample muddy and the unit study relieving pressure. If you got the audio tape, you better beat the lecture. In your city, I keep it so gritty, you can feel the texture. The more pizza, the better. PC Bonita for me, C-Rock the layered, looks so white cheddar, got on each of her sweaters. If you think about it, a P is just a piece of the letter B, and a B is a P with a little something extra. I'm bumping next to right out of the frame, so it's kinda like a miracle the way that the kid stays in the picture. Mister, I'm trying to cut my teeth on the scene for the next 20 years, then retire to a house in Whistler. Do you get the picture? Cause if you don't, I will gladly knock it back into perspective with a fat beat. I'm stuck inside the MCS you're painting, yo. I got so many steps to take, but where do they go? Yo. Peace from the west to the east, and later on rest in peace to all of ya. Peace from the west to the east, and later on rest in peace to all of ya. Peace from the west to the east, and later on rest in peace to all of ya. Peace from the west to the east, and later on rest in peace to all of ya. I can't contain the amazement, bugging out on an even stranger arrangement. What's up now? And by the way, I am fucking proud of the art that I create, so when I get chauffeured I have to bump it loud. No driving, catch me on Whidbey Island, smelling kinda like a lilac, lavender, violet. I threw my watch away, then wondered where the time went. Time spent on a jazz binge, hella rhyme bent, earning all the money that I can spend. Fuck a 9 to 5, but I would rather do it than 5 to 10. Thick kicks fit right within, and I'm causing delusional dastardly damage with a mic and pen. Hot coffee to cure the writer's itch right away. Snare clap slice away to write the damn night away. I give it to you in the nicest way. The laid back vibe doesn't vary much, but the price is made. Yo, I gotta stay very careful, just for mobbing through looking as handsome as I do. Yo, I gotta stay very careful, just for mobbing through looking as handsome as I do. Yo, I gotta stay very careful, just for mobbing through looking as handsome as I do. Yo, I gotta stay very careful, just for mobbing through looking as handsome as I do. Ignorance is something I never condone. If the closest thing you ever been to jazz's medicine show, I've been working for a while, my discography will let it show. So play it loud, it's a no-no if the decibel level is low. Your fans are a bunch of blind motherfuckers Oedipus knows, who never know what it's like to be the real from head to toe. But Dylan Rozz finna let them know, if you step to me death is inevitable and comes within a second, yo. Consider line after line fresh fruit for the mind of a rotting vegetable consumer trying to test the skill. Going in for the kill every time I kill it, killer for the dough, so I'm coming like a deer hunter with the persistence. For instance, I deal with autistic meltdowns and mental illness, so I could start bugging the hell out at any minute. Only got a few on my team for the reason we're fixing to raid and collect it all behind the green door. It's easy to make a target out of any mark who wants to make it iffy whippy scene of pushing the pen the hardest. My cousin Al has a bunch of drug possession charges, an ex-raver junkie with a gun collection in his apartment, a product of narcotic consumption blowing Dilaudid. If you let me sing Isham at your funeral, I'd be honored. I keep it 100, matter of fact, I'm Mr. Keep It 100 in the flesh, and I'm kicking the best shit in abundance. Sipping the dark brown beer, looking for a little piece of a lane, cause I'm the head Newman Kramer around here. Like Carl said, your act disappears when I shift it into top gear. I'm the top gun that's sunning all of the pop you hear. Let me stop you there, I can can see the intimidation and fear, and the fact you cannot mask it with the proper stare. My occupation is that of great impatience and carpal tunnel syndrome setting in every time I write a new mixtape. Though my wrist is temporarily bent, it isn't gay. I've been given time to think about the choices I wish I made, and all the wonderful opportunities I pissed away like tours and major distribution within the States. Money isn't appealing, I want the same release of Uncle Leland after his hair turned white and he murdered his niece. Peace to all the representatives in the Northwest who gave me sedatives in the form of cactuses and other plants. I am the Rain Man, super shamanistic with holistics, doing a thunder dance. In the midst of it you get misted, super blacklisted, a gonzo chef working on recipes from a private cookbook collection that's anarchistic. I never leave a witness or leave behind a prototype of a futuristic rap. In 1,000 years I'll be kicking, I'll be lifted on the night of your dismissal. I'll be the ghost in the back of your head you can't get rid of with a pistol. Yo, now it's sound, 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 now it's sound. That's how you fucking do it. If you wanna just go through and do a big ass verse about bullshit, be my guest. But that's how you fucking do it when it isn't about bullshit. Yeah.
You can clap, you can move it to my rap. You can dance, you can clap, you can move it to my rap, move it to my rap, move it to my rap, move it to my rap. You know my rap is mean and my skin is fair.
Lost in a dreamy place, with beats inspired by Anna Karina's face. This is how my penis tastes. I got the cleanest laced kicks for kicking bass lines and kicking whack shit out of my realm of space. Get your head erased, fucking with the split personality producer, but I don't ever think I'm metal face. I'm underrated, but I'm never outdated, cause nothing that I made existed before I made it. I played it out looser so my tracks hit smoother. I got one foot in the 90s and the other in the future, saying the unpolished will demolish how you could have failed. Psychology school and still not have dropped mad knowledge. I never leave you saying that the beat is so-so. I'm sipping gin, but when I'm not, I'm sipping Vita Coco. Now all of my friends got Yokos. Fuck having the game on lock when you can have it in a chokehold.
You can dance, you can clap, you can move it to my rap. You can dance, you can clap, you can move it to my rap, move it to my rap, move it to my rap, move it to my rap. Now shake your bodies like you just don't care. You know my rap is mean and my skin is fair.
The catalog enlarges as the jams get sweeter, still putting records out with little to no features. I like it stripped down, so that's how I keep it. Many styles in the bag, but I never share my secrets. As the time passes and I get weeded, the sky is the limit, but I have superseded. And if the rad jazz is what you needed, then I'm spinning 33s until the needle gets heated and the sampler freezes. Keep up with the volunteers if you wanna meet us at the mall. I got CDs and t-shirts, I got it all. Finna ball, finna get buck and hit the Powerball, courtesy of Lucy and Luck, and I tower tall over MCs thinking they rock. I rock to the rhythm I create to generate a knot. I'm trying to generate a lot cause I got an addiction to staying jazzy and no better and say I got chops.
You can dance, you can clap, you can move it to my rap. You can dance, you can clap, you can move it to my rap, move it to my rap, move it to my rap, move it to my rap. Now shake your bodies like you just don't care. You know my rap is mean and my skin is fair.
You're aware. Public address system is on and you hear something like this over the speaker. Good evening.
I rock to the rhythm when I rock my kicks. If you ain't got something funky, keep it out of the mix. Feeling like I got drums but I don't got sticks, just two fidgety fingers and they hit like this. I'm meant like this, I still rap like a Spinal Tap. Can't believe what some of these shops price they vinyl at. I guess I'm fine with that, it's pepper and salt. And oak trees that turn leaves look the best in the fall. I'm stepping in tall, Dylan's eminent, y'all. Finna blow up, bigger than the Edmonton Mall. When I'm up in CA or down in CA, plie to Monterey Bay, loud enough that I don't need a PA or a PhD. Which came first, the ghetto's trying to kill me or EA ski? Down by the sea he may be, skipping rocks, sending a genuine thank you to Flynn and Fox. Real G's rock Nixon watch. I got a lot of enemies, but it take too long to list them all. A tisket, a tasket. You better have a style about as wide as Biggie's casket if you wanna get into this rap shit, or you be another Shop Boys tragedy. My money long, just about as long as they lasted. Hella blasted, living up to the weed head. I am fire, walk with me in the seed head. And I'm gone off for the deep end, like I've been tripping for 8 days on a 7-day weekend. And the week's ended, men. Again. Let me kick rad jazz. It's all about the feeling you can't explain. Let me kick rad jazz. You can feel it in your bones and you can feel it in your brain. Let me kick rad jazz. You can feel it everywhere. It's everywhere, it's in the air. Let me kick rad jazz. As soon as I get back to the pad, I'm kicking rad jazz. Yo, how much wreck must I catch before you understand? I'm not the one to choke my arm up with a rubber band. It's been a while since I copped a vial or held anything other than a blizzy with a pen in my other hand. And I don't wanna brag, but I'll be the Wonder Man with the power to cut you down like a lumberjack. Matter of fact, I'm jacking for trees, where the lumber at? I'll send your mama to you, complete with the bubble wrap. 12 years of my life wasted on books and math, when the only thing that I retained was how to bust a rap. And nowadays, even white, middle school, middle class Hollister girls got mixtapes. What's up with that? But I'm on some of that He-Man, Thundercat, Ballaholic, Pen and Pixel, where the wine and Hummer's at. Midwest soul clap, yeah, I fucks with that all day. I've learned that it's smarter to take the long way. I was high when I wrote this. Just so you know, rap money can make a good person go bogus. So most good people know this. And I don't really have time to tiptoe through the roses. But I'm a clown in my own way, but not the type to make him go LOL, haha, JK. But it's okay though, I hit them all with Kato. I'm smoking futuristic weed that look like neon Play-Doh. That ain't a bowl, that's a Hitler piece, the Germans made those. It's ornamental on the mantle, that's the way it goes. Let me take control. How many props must you offer to this arrogant Aryan with a baby nose? Mad insanity, still raping hoes. I'm like a schizophrenic girl on her period, I got crazy flows. I'm making mega pay though. I almost died a couple days ago, spinning on the highway like a fucking tornado. Moon pie, moon pie, moon pie, held up high in the night sky. Moon pie, moon pie, moon pie, held up high in the night sky. Yo, it's about to get critical. I never advocate a whack tape or a body of work that's unoriginal. Coming hard like a criminal, a gangsta pat, kicking the deadliest verse that'll put you on your back. I'm like a Watts prophet, wise and black. Do you see the resemblance in the way that I despise the rap? Artist of nowadays, putting out a highly whack project through a label with enough money to buy it back. But that's beside the fact. I can see through your shit with infinite vision. Television, you can't prescribe me that. Psilocybined out grimy cat, kick a stank rap, thinking outside of the box, call me Frank Zapp. Give me a blank pad, I'll go line for line. I'm so far out you couldn't even find me with a private eye. Eating applesauce and cyanide, testing my stomach of steel with Marshall Applewhite, watching past the mic. Rozz makes the best stuff. I put out some projects harder to find than a first edition pressing of Death Crush. Comfortable in a field as I was raised a pagan. Santa Barbara in the deck, old school Sean O'Hagan. I'm sick of struggling and scraping, so I'm fervently working on a reputation more amazing than Satan. I'm sick of the popular culture fascination with snapbacks and bacon, cause I'm all about creation of art with multiple layers. A real rhyme sayer, 16s rolling out like a Dungeons and Dragons player. No one can consciously touch me as if I had a VD. I'll murk you half asleep or even if I'm dreaming completely. Often I feel like the earth is beneath me, to the point I look down and can't even see any terrain underneath me. The corduroy vested prince, I'm still throwing down the best mints, and I ain't been back to New West since. You know what, like honestly nowadays, it's like I'm not even really concerned about if shit's banging as much as I am just like adding another record to my shelf, you know? Exceeding it, the prolifiancery. That's what I'm talking about. Hey girl, hey, what up anime? It's gonna be a good day today even though it's gray. No surprise there though, it's just wishful thinking. I've been analog jogging along since Lincoln, sinking into the grooves I keep digging till my dusty fingers find a little something finger licking. Pick it and stick it, the beat gets perfected. When I buckle down you better buckle up before I rip it. Gifted, I supersede over my peers. As you hear, I've mellowed out a bit over the years. I got over my fears, so keep rocking to the rhythmic transition by the man with the holes in his ears. As I open my beer, by the trackside, train side, just killing time like Bayside. Leaving whack shit by the wayside as I slide through and continue to ride like a bass line. You gotta walk with the summary step. You gotta walk with the summary step. You gotta walk with the summary step, regardless of what time of year it is. You gotta walk with the summary step. You gotta walk with the summary step. You gotta walk with the summary step, regardless of what time of year it is. Toes are dope, but Yugos are even doper. But Datsuns are the dopest, if you're in my way you get run over. My mouth is like a motor, I'm kicking the registered style, but I still won't ever register to be a voter. I'm no longer dropping heat rocks, I'm dropping boulders of prehistoric lava that kills you if you try to hold it. I find the program and load it and grab a pen. I'm living life like 1998, but if I was this age then. Since age 10, I've been ripping it on Tascam straight to cassette. On my school of thought, still the greatest yet. See, I'm a solid bull. The difference between you and me is that you spit solid bull, not even truthfully. Because I'm never kicking the rap for the average illiterate macho, and the only fist you see me pumping is the fist of Gonzo. I'm coming correct on my weird shit. Creepy crawly like the creatures living inside it touches beard shit.
Culture, and by culture I mean any culture, anywhere, anytime, gives you the message that everything is humdrum, everything is normal. In other words, culture denies experience.
Man, rappers say I take the words right out their mouths, but in reality they were just too busy to take the dicks out their mouths for long enough to allow themselves to form their own goddamn sentences. Man, it's Touch, aka Beast Hair from Best Hair. The rest wear faulty crowns, salty clowns lounge upon false thrones. Fuck it, I for one find it suspect that motherfuckers idolize puppets. But enough with that ego shit, that freak show kilo spit, that Elohim DeVito shit. To keep it 100, I'd rather play Mass Effect. Infiltrator, tech spec, sniper, the death spec. Walk around lashing out, Lucifer, loose text. Recluse sipping double deuce to leave your crew hexed. At the same time, spit it like I've been true blessed. Throw spears, blow smoke, quote Goldberg. Who's next? Who's next?
Dylan Zachariah Rozz, born January 14th, 1991. Now, ordained high priest and master of all things magic, both white and black, highly revered among many circles dealing with the occult, as both the poet laureate of the underworld and the leading, most innovative esoteric beautician. During his 21-year involvement in the ancestral arts, he's only given this statement: I'm still practicing Highlander Scottish witchcraft as I gracefully trace a spell with my finger upon the curvature of a bitch's back. I write a verse until my wrist snap and get faded until I fade to pitch black and wake myself up in mid-laugh. The son of a butcher with the permanent pig mask. I keep the shit more underground than where the missing kid's at. In the backyard, I'll leak bundle coke, brick stack a stairway to the stars and continue to grip axe. I'm not a positive rap herb. You wanna get distracted from reality? Go listen to syntax. You wanna see it? Follow me and we can lick tabs, and I'll show you how to make a beautiful scene get bad. Head still spinning like a Vestax from the high and take a last year, what some might consider a mishap or a bad decision. But those who view it as such, it's safe to say go through life only bearing restricted vision. It's time for me to get the hell up and whip another spell up to leave anyone in my path of destruction belly up. I'm about to get the hell up and whip another spell up to leave anyone in my path of destruction belly up. Hey yo, it's time for me to get the hell up and whip another spell up to leave anyone in my path of destruction belly up. I'm about to get the hell up and whip another spell up to leave anyone in my path of destruction fucked. Head in the cloak and I'm up in smoke, muscle deteriorated from all the shit I used to do when I wasn't as broke. Intentionally distraught to bring on erotic visions of homicide through esoteric methods I was taught. Taking a flight to Milan, it will suffice to sacrifice a leggy blonde and dispose of her in the nearest pond. The type of fear I'm on is the deep cheapest drug I've encountered. If I had 1,000,000 pounds of it, I'd be less of a monster. I keep the altar right beside the bed to make an offering, cause every day is a day that I start life again. I'm feeling kinda like the rhyming dead. I'm about as depressed as I was when I made Lincoln, but times 10. But I can always come up with a justification of a woman stuffed in the trunk after being snuffed in the basement. Evil my aim is, and the rest is just logistics. My bloodline consists of ancient Aryan mystics. It's time for me to get the hell up and whip another spell up to leave anyone in my path of destruction belly up. I'm about to get the hell up and whip another spell up to leave anyone in my path of destruction belly up. Hey yo, it's time for me to get the hell up and whip another spell up to leave anyone in my path of destruction belly up. I'm about to get the hell up and whip another spell up to leave anyone in my path of destruction fucked. And it's another and another and another jaw-dropping, exclusive Dylan Rozz production. I'm sitting in my home, zagging harder than a bone, only representing Pizza Click and myself, ghostly skin. My 511 denim keeping everything you need in 'em. I'm the frosting on the pan of vegan brownies with the weed in 'em. Big buds, no seeds in 'em. I'm a fan of boy shorts, but only whenever she's in 'em. I'm trying to get her out 'em and under the sheets without 'em. Twerk cheeks and bounce 'em on me cause I'm scheming on 'em. I'm guessing C's about 'em. I got her wetter. The intercourse is good, but the conversation after better. Precoital tension, had to release it and bang it out, and I left her headboard broker than my bank account. Trippin', chillin' on your neighbor's couch, and I'm kicking it like an old man with shorts on, hanging out. Born in Illyria, general bacteria, therefore dirtier than the water in Nigeria. Mass hysteria when I approach, with introspect to get the crowd moving like cells under the microscope. It takes 300 yams to make the biggest damn casserole you ever seen. I talk a lot about Japan, but I never been. With a mind state like Dracula, plus Absalom always looking at me, but I'm never seen. I'm never seen. I'm never seen. Always looking at me, but I'm never seen. Never seen. I'm never seen. Never seen. I'm never seen. Never seen. You always looking at me. The bass dirty but the treble clean. When I walk up in the store then I'm like give me everything. Didn't really serve any but still know too many fiends. I even seen a bitch twerk for a chicken wing. Taught Cleveland housewives and BK slimmies how to use a trigger man like DJ Jimmy. Need a thick wonderful woman to stay with me till I try to fuck one of her friends who said I was creepy and filthy. So I passed on it, went to my biggest enemy's grave with a blunt so I could piss on it then ash on it. House fire. First attempt at cooking crack and tried to put it out by throwing piles of cash on it. Straight mash on it. Like I will the beat, wildebeest. Confess to a murder, then I killed the priest. Woman, I'ma learn you when I go Ike Turner. Plus every single phone I ever owned been a burner. It takes 300 yams to make the biggest damn casserole you ever seen. I talk a lot about Japan, but I never been. With a mind state like Dracula, plus Absalom always looking at me, but I'm never seen. I'm never seen. I'm never seen. Always looking at me, but I'm never seen. Never seen. I'm never seen. Never seen. I'm never seen. Never seen. You always looking at me. In the words of my man John Rue, MCs get the boot when they claim to be the shoe. I'ma shut in, shoo you, away with all that boo-hoo. Talking junk and put you all up in the ICU, dude. Been cuckoo. Fine young cannibal with a possible case of kuru. Practicing voodoo on the mic, sticking pins. Peace to Chief and the other Dylan from Switzerland. We gets it in, I'm never tired, I ain't Michelin. I'm kicking back, spitting raps, steady getting racks. I never pack a pistol cause I'm not a bitch. So if I get attacked, I got a couple million ways to get you back. I only represent the shit I have, and you can measure the proficiency by how much I get into jazz. I'm the damager, whip the banana out in the Ramada. This one is going out to Canada. This is like a journal entry from 6/10/12, and just like about suicide,
But in hip hop.
and how the next time that I attempt suicide,
Which there will be, you know.
at probably 21 or 22, will already have been
My baby mama, you know.
my fourth suicide attempt.
So you can understand me a little
And
bit better. No older than 20.
I thought that it might be a healthy exercise to speak on it and speak on my emotions regarding the act a bit. See, it's not that I don't have the guts to do it, it's that I'm broke and I won't bring myself to go to Walmart to buy the gun and bullet. I'm trying to go out like my cousin Manny, dumb and foolish, with a shotgun to my face to rearrange it when I pull it. I want my family to discover me a couple hours later with my cranium practically decapitated. I'm gonna tape a note to the door to warn them in advance that right after I stain the comforter, I shit my pants. And on the other side, a list of demands I could have easily obtained if it wasn't for the simplest fact. Agoraphobia, something I've struggled with ever since I was little and could only briefly get over the hurdle. Never classy, only lower middle, with no escape from the mental rape that I deal with on a daily basis. My Uncle Jim knows too, cause he took himself out before I was even born, so I guess it just runs in the family. And I can't even think about anything more manly than putting a barrel in your mouth and pulling the trigger gladly. If I was anyone other than who I am, I would understand it's a waste to not find the humor in tragedy. All about depravity and honestlessness, and you can exploit the death like friends of Euronymous did. No emotions or empathy, as my heart is solid as a brick but overcrowded like this metropolitan is. Fuck a job and a bitch, I don't think I'm strong enough, or I wasn't built for this, or I haven't done it long enough, or I don't even wanna do it, screw it. At least if I did it, it would give someone a part-time remodeling gig. I'm an obvious pig, sexual pervert who's better off alone than mistreating someone who doesn't deserve it. High school dropout, I'm gonna dig in my throat with a pair of scissors and let my trachea pop out. As long as it doesn't involve any type of medication, I'm onto it. I'd rather try to hang myself again. In 2005 I did a number on my arm with a utility knife that only caused minor bodily harm. One in the chamber, 30 seconds to lift off. I want it to be so bloody I'll have to seal my suicide note in a Ziploc. I have another one on my arm that I have to put a bandage on for any sort of public function. Junction, junction, I have this fantasy of putting my head on the train tracks to make it explode just like a pumpkin. Fuck it, what's the point of changing the way you think about your surroundings if it's something you'll always be stuck with? Breathing in massive amounts of gas out of the oven so I can follow the path of Sylvia Plath in 63. Ever since I could remember, life was a joke. I even tried to hang myself, but I was too fat, so I broke the rope.